you guys? It's Alex and I'm back for another video. So today I'm going to be talking about getting hit on at amusement parks, which for whatever reason seems to happen to me every time I go to one. So I think that the first time that it happened was, I think that was like 2 or 3 years ago. And my stepdad, my mom and I, we went down to California to visit some family, but we also went to Universal Studios. And we were in line for the Jurassic World ride, which is basically kind of, I don't know if you've ever been on a log ride, but it's basically you get into like this log and then you're in the water, and then you go through the park and it's really cool, and then you go up this hill and there's all these alarms going off, and apparently the T-Rex got out, and then you see this waterfall, and then right before you go down it, the T-Rex head pops out of nowhere and then it takes a picture and you go down. It's really cool. But I think there were 4 guys in us in the line next to us, so they were going to sit in front of us, I think. And so first of all, like, this one guy kept trying to talk to me, and I'm like talking to my parents, and I'm like, hi, how are you, goodbye, I don't know you, go away. And we get on the ride, and they kept like turning around trying to talk to me, and I'm like, what's going on? Leave me alone, please. Mom, help me. Mom, please. And so we get to the top of the ride, and then he turns around and he's like, I like to put my shirt up so that my face doesn't get wet. And he pulls his shirt all the way up over his face right before we go down the hill. In the picture you see his 2 friends, normal, like, woo type of thing, and then you see him and he's like, and it hits the water, all the water comes spraying up, we're soaking wet, and it's going back to the place where we get off. And I was talking to my parents about, that was fun, whatever, and he turns around and he looks at me, he goes, wet enough yet? And before I could answer, he takes his shirt off all the way and wrings it out above me, and I'm like, wow, what are you doing? And then afterwards, Mom's like, they were totally flirting with you, and I'm like, bruh. And I was just really confused because I didn't really know what was happening. And I was like, I don't know, they're probably like a year older than me. And it was kind of weird, actually. I don't know, so that's like the first time that it ever happened. And then the only other time that I can actually think, I know it's happened more than like this amount of times. But the only other time that I can remember, like, a major thing happening is this past summer. My mom and I went on a month-long road trip. It was a lot of fun. I drove her crazy with my music. Driving 10 hours a day, and my music was playing most of the day, almost every day, so that was fun. But we drove all the way to Cape Cod, visited family, came back, visited more family, and then the family in Cape Cod flew over to California as well. And so we were in San Francisco, I think, and then we went to California Land, or, I don't know, I think it's California Land, or something like that. And, there they have a bunch of fun rides, and they have, like, some awesome roller coasters. They also have this giant drop tower, which I was terrified to go on at first. And so it was getting to be evening. Like, it wasn't that dark, but it wasn't that light out either. It was kind of like it is now, so like the sun is starting to go down, but not really. And we were on this Tiki Toro ride, and I don't know if you've ever been to Oaks Park, but they have like disco, or just anywhere that has this ride called disco, where it's basically like U-shape, and then you sit on this disc and it starts spinning around, it goes up and down the sides. Well, it's basically like that, but it had like, it went down and it had a bump in the middle, then it went up, and so it was like that, and then basically the thing just spins and you go around on it. And my parents were behind me, my little cousin and I were standing in line, and we got on, and we had a lot of fun, and all of a sudden I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go in the drop tower, I'm going to be brave, I'm going to do it, it's going to be fun. And so we get off the ride, and I start waving to my mom, saying that, we're going to be near the benches or whatever. And I do that, I get their attention, I point to the bench, and we go. And then after we pass, my little cousin, who's 1 year younger than me, he looks at me and he goes, did you see those guys waving at you? And I'm like, what you talking about? He's like, yeah, there are these older guys that are waving at you. And I'm like, okay. So afterwards, we got to the bench, and I'm like, I'm going to go on the drop tower. with me so I can tell Mom. And they were just getting on the ride, and we were near the exit. The entrance was the entrance was over here on the opposite side. And I'm like, Mom, 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 I need to tell you something. And so she finally gets on, and then sure enough, like this group of 5 guys who are probably like 3 or 4 years older than me, which is, no, probably like 3 years older than me. They came over and they sat down like right next to the exit. And I'm like, Mom, I'm over here. I'm calling you, Mom. And I finally got her attention. I told her I was going to the drop tower. And I look in front of me, and the guys, I'm trying to ignore the guys who are like, hi, hi. And I'm like, leave me alone. I'm just trying to tell my mother that I'm getting on the drop tower. And so I finally get her attention, and I yell, Mom, I'm going on the drop tower. And they look at me, and they go, okay, we'll meet you there. And I'm like, really? Really? So I went over there. Sure enough, they actually went over. My mom and my family, they came right when it was going down, and I was screaming my head off. And like halfway up, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm an idiot. It's like taller than every roller coaster there. It was a lot of fun though. And sure enough, they come, I'm getting off the ride, and I run by them. And they went on, and I didn't see them again. And then my cousin, my little cousin is like my second cousin, or my third cousin, but my second cousin, who is his mom, lost her phone. And we think that she left it in the bathroom and then someone stole it, something like that, but we were looking for it all over the place. And finally, she called her husband, and he said just to he'll call Apple, he'll just have it taken care of, and then she'll get a new phone when they go back. And so we're walking out, and I'm on this side of my mom's here, and we were passing this guy that was on the other side of my mom, and he sticks his hand out like right in front of my mom, and like tries to give me a high five, and I just entirely dodge it. I'm like, again, really? What's up with you people? And then it happened again with another group of people, and I'm like, why does this happen to me every time? Like, I don't want you here. Don't, please. I don't like people. Go away. So I'm sure that there's probably been more times where that's happened. Actually, I know that there have been more times where that happened, but I don't remember them. Yeah. I love amusement parks, but really, you gotta flirt with me every time. And I'm not saying like, I'm not taking it for granted, I'm just saying like, why me? Please, don't do this to me. I don't know how to react to that. I literally just ignore you. I'm sorry. So, doesn't mean that I don't like you. Well, actually, it probably does, because I don't really know the people there, obviously. But I just ignore them, and I feel kind of bad, but like, still. Bro. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please drop a like down below. And if you had any weird experiences with people flirting on you that you don't know who they are, then please comment below. And I hope you're having a great day or night wherever you live. If you like this video, please subscribe, because I'll be making more things like this. And if you have any suggestions for what I can do with my channel, like more like more challenges, and just any ideas for some videos that I can do, just talking videos, please comment below. And I love you guys. Bye!